Hey there, gang. So we're going to do a little experiment today. This is what I do on my birthday. It is my birthday. It won't be my birthday when you see this. It'll probably be a week later, but this is what I do for fun on my birthday. So the experiment is about a year and a half ago, I bought an MX5, a Headrush MX5, and I liked it. I liked it a lot, but there was some things I didn't like about it, and one of the things that was challenging to me was getting a good clean tone. And I thought I had gotten a pretty good clean tone. So Musician's Friend had a sale this week. It was about 115 bucks off. So it was $385 instead of $499. I remember paying $400 18 months ago, so I guess it went up $100 during the pandemic, which is weird. But, you know, I've been doing all these quad Cortex things, so I wanted to see, well, let me get the MX5 again. Let's just do an experiment and see what I can come up with. And I created basically a clean electric patch and an acoustic patch that were pretty, like the electric is not similar at all to my quad Cortex patches that I've been sharing. And I will compare them, I think, in this video really quickly. But the acoustic might be closer, maybe, but I used the same elements in the acoustic. So let's take a look at that. And let's see what I came up with. So try not to get the glare too bad here. Let's see. Okay. So this is the electric patch. I'm not using too much. I've got a wah in there, and I think you can share these things. So if anybody wants, I've backed it up. I could share it. I've got a wah, I've got a compressor. I tried an outside compressor, but I found actually oddly, because I usually hate software compressors, except for the ones in the quad Cortex, but I don't even really care for the ones in the HX Stump. But I got this one to work pretty well with this patch. So it's a Dynacomp setting in their patch. I always like a little slap back delay before my amp overdrive. It's kind of like a widening thing I do, but it's off, so you're not going to hear that, but it's in the patch. Then I've got a little parametric EQ. I've got an IR. The amp is a Princeton. Oddly, it was the best sound I could get for a clean thing. I don't know why, but that's what happened. And the IR is a Fawn Bright IR, oddly enough, that seems to always sound good with Fender patches, with Fender amp models that I have in whatever modeler I'm trying. It's really weird, but it works great. It's something I bought in a pack like 2 years ago, and I keep reusing it because it sounds fantastic. I imported a bunch of Celestian and Owen Hammer and other stuff, but that was the one that sounded best with this Princeton. And then, you know, I've got a tape delay, which is off, an 11 reverb for a super duper long reverb, which is off. And the air reverb is like a room. Basically, yeah, it's a small room, 1.2 seconds. So that is it. I'm not gonna use the different effects or the wah. You all know what that sounds like, but I'm going to try to just do a little, let you hear what the electric sounds like through this patch, and then do the acoustic, and then I'll plug in the quad Cortex and we'll compare them. Okay, cool. So there you have it. Quad Cortex versus MX5. It's not really a fair fight, and I didn't say it was or that it was going to be. There's a lot of things I like about the MX5. I like that it's smaller. I like the touch screen. I think a lot of the sounds are really great. I like that it's 1/4 the price of the Quad Cortex. For most people, that's going to be fine. I think that, again, the problem I had with it the first time is the same problem I have with it now. I understand you can't compare the sound that I got with the Quad Cortex on the electric with the MX5. However, the issue I was having initially was it was hard to get a cleaner sound with. Like, that was the main issue, okay? And I improved it possibly. I spent like 3 hours with it yesterday going through this and pulling up my old backup and doing it. It really can't compete, but for 1/4 the price, it might be fine for most people. That's the thing we have to consider here. Is the Quad Cortex 4 times better? Well, no, but I would say conservatively, it's at least 30% better, and probably not conservatively, it's 50% better, but it's not 4 times the price. No, so that's going to be a major concern. Now, how did the acoustic presets match up to you? Because I'm using the exact same IR and pretty damn close to the same EQ treatments and whatnot in those. So I'm curious what you think about that. I still think it's better in the Quad Cortex. Can't explain that, but it's the same IR and pretty damn close to the same EQ settings. It's the same acoustic guitar I'm playing with. So that's my little experiment for the day. What do you think? Again, I've tried more. I've tried Flamma. I've tried played Line 6 stuff for years. I think I tried everything but Axe effects so far, and especially when I was doing gear reviews for American Songwriter magazine, I got to try plenty of stuff, and I'm still convinced the Quad Cortex is the best, but again, it's bloody expensive, so I want to hear your thoughts. Thanks.